You know what time it is? It's time to worship God. So please, stand up, forget about who's next to you, and get ready to worship God.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, your perfect love is casting out fear. And even when I'm caught in the middle of the storms of this life, I won't turn back, I know you are near. I will fear no evil, for my God is with
My name is Tabitha, and we are going to make a quick prayer just to introduce our lesson for today. So if you guys can close your eyes and bow your heads. Lord, we come before you today, and we thank you for letting us be here and letting us be part of this ministry. Even though we are not all together in the same room, we are still able to share your word through YouTube, through the internet, and we are very grateful that you're allowing us to be together in that way. Thank you for letting us stay connected and help us stay focused in the class so that it may be a very impactful lesson to our lives. And we all say amen.
Alright, what's up everyone? My name is Angel, and we have two special guests, Brother Barry and his son Caleb. So right now we're in the city of Southgate, and we're going to be showing you guys a little bit of what bravery looks like.
Él es el papá de Caleb.
Hi, mi nombre es Gerardo.
Y queremos hacerle una pregunta. Gerardo, ¿cómo te sientes al ver a tu hijo Caleb manejar las motocicletas así como tú lo haces?
Pues me siento contento porque en primer lugar me gustan las motos a mí y pues saber que a él le gusta y anda, creo que es un deporte que vamos a compartir los dos.
¿Te sientes orgulloso de él?
Sí, claro, orgulloso y contento.
So kids like you don't even have motorcycles. This is crazy. People just ride scooters, skateboards. This guy's a motorcycle. It's like, what is the thing? God is always on his side. That's something different, right? And you're gonna show us how to ride it? There you go.
So that was very brave of Caleb to do on his bike. It's something that not everyone would have the bravery to do. It was very courageous. So if you ask yourself, what is courage, if you think about it? Courage is the ability to do something that you know is difficult or dangerous, but you do it anyway. So you know something is hard, or you know something is scary, but you just like convince yourself to do it anyway. I want you to close your eyes and think about all the times that you've been courageous. It could have been one time, it could have been 2 times. Anytime you feel that you were brave enough to do something that normally you wouldn't have been able to do. There are different kinds of bravery because there are different kinds of obstacles that you may go through. There are some different obstacles every day, depends on how brave you can be. So if you wake up in the morning, brushing your teeth is not really the hardest thing to do. Putting on clothes, or I don't know, reading a book, it's not really something that requires bravery. You don't really have to be brave or courageous in order to brush your teeth or eat cereal. But there are other things that you do need bravery for, or to be courageous for. Sometimes it could be even waking up to go to school, like you're scared because maybe there's a bully at school that you feel like you need to face, or you don't feel smart enough to do your classwork, so you need the bravery enough to wake up and go to school. Another thing that you might need courage for is maybe riding a bike like Caleb did, even though it was a motorcycle. Maybe even just riding a regular bike, you're just scared to get on or to take the training wheels off, or just learning something new, learning to cook, learning to ride a skateboard, learning to do things that you know potentially could go wrong, but you still have the bravery enough to do it. Being kind to someone that has been mean to you can be something that makes you very brave because you're scared to confront them, but you still need the courage in order to do it, to get over your fear. Telling the truth, maybe you broke a plate or you were doing something you weren't supposed to, and then at the end of the day something bad happens. So telling the truth is something that you need to be brave for. Even praying out loud in public places, like when you go out to eat with your parents or something, and praying for your food is something you feel scared to do because people are looking at you and you're scared that, oh, maybe someone's gonna judge me because I'm praying outside of church or something. That can be something that you can also be courageous for. That takes courage to do. Courage is different for everyone. You might have heard someone say something that is easy for them, but it may be scary for you. Like maybe speaking in front of the class is easy for your friend, but for you is really scary. Or maybe making friends with new people is really easy for you, but for your friend is like something that they would never do, like talking to someone they don't know. We can read a Bible verse that talks about courage and strength. On Psalms 31:24, it states, "Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all you who hope in the Lord." So this verse reminds us that our courage, strength, and all hope comes from the Lord. So if you put your strength and you put all your fears in the Lord, like he will take care of it for you. It's not enough to just remember to make an effort to be courageous. We also have to learn to trust in God in order for him to give us the strength. So you can't just like convince yourself and say, oh, I can be brave to do this. You also have to know that if you trust in God, you don't even need to think about it. Like he'll do it for you. He'll do the bravery for you. We can think about things that we're going through right now, like this pandemic that we are going through. Maybe a lot of people are scared to go outside. Maybe a lot of people are scared to get sick or scared to be close to people. But if you were to trust in God, your faith in God is what determines how you can get through a tough situation. So knowing that God is always there with you and that he covers you with his blood and that you just believing in him, he will protect you, and you shouldn't be scared to walk outside or to meet new people, even through a situation like this where we can't really be interacting with a lot of people. So how does courage come into play with our everyday life? If you think about it, give yourself a minute to think about times that you know you need to be courageous on a daily basis. If you want to think about that. Like I said, sometimes it takes courage to wake up and go to school. Sometimes it takes courage to even pick out something to wear. If you're not confident in how you look, picking something to wear may be the scariest thing ever, because you don't know how you may end up looking, or you feel like fat, or you feel ugly. Even dressing can be something scary for some people. But we need to understand that if we put our trust in the Lord, then there's nothing really to be afraid of. No matter how we look, no matter how we behave, no matter where we are, the situations we are in, God is always there. He'll always take your hand. And there's really nothing to be afraid of. This all takes courage, but remember what courage is. Courage is the quality of mind and spirit that enables a person to face difficulty, danger, and pain without fear. So being able to be courageous means that you can face something without being scared, or maybe being scared but still being able to do it because you are trusting, because you are being brave. In the Bible, David says, "Be of good courage, and God will strengthen your heart." So if you are courageous, if you put yourself in your mind, you say, I want to be brave today and I want to face my fear, God will strengthen you. If you ask him, God, please give me the strength, give me the courage in order to face this problem or in order to do this today, he will strengthen you because he is there for you. You can face whatever comes your way, not because you're brave or fearless, but because we realize our strength comes from the Lord. So you don't have to be fearless. You don't have to be one of the most bravest people on the planet, but as long as you trust in the Lord, you can do anything. Just like David fought the giant, without him, he just trusted in God. He knew he was very small, and in any other cases, the giant would have easily killed David. But since he really believed in God, God strengthened him, and he was able to defeat his giant. So you can face whatever comes your way. And unlike us, God can do anything. There's nothing impossible for him. So there's no reason for you to doubt him. Today, I want you to think about this. If you knew that God was walking with you and giving you the strength in everything you say, would you be more courageous? So if you woke up knowing, oh, God is with me today, would you be more brave or have more strength in order to go out throughout your day? So waking up and thinking, I know God is with me, is going to give you the strength you need for the whole day. You need to know that having confidence is God is walking with you and giving you strength in everything you say or do. So always be courageous. Today you can choose to have courage, but not because you are brave and you can do everything, but because God is with you. So we're going to close this class with a prayer. So if you guys want to close your eyes and bow your heads, we're going to come and we're going to thank God for the class. So thank you, Lord, for letting us be here today and letting us listen to your word. We ask that you may help us be courageous in everything we do. We ask that you may always help us keep our faith with you, that we never lose our faith, because if we keep believing in you, we know that we will be able to get through our day and we will be able to get through our life eventually. I pray that you may fill everybody's heart with courage and with faith in order to trust in you, so that they may be able to get through everything, any obstacle that they may come through, whether it is in school or in their home, or just in a daily basis in our lives right now that we can't really see each other. We ask that you may help everyone stay connected and stay connected to you, connected to everybody else, so that they may be able to get through this together. And we all say amen. Thank you.
Alright everyone, I hope you had a fun time watching this video. And just right before we leave, we have a very special announcement from the wife of our own pastor, Sister Oli.
Hi guys, how are you? Sister Oli here. Sending a birthday blessing to some of our juniors from Casa, Dios. We celebrate with Chris, with Jeremy, Hannah, Allison, Giselle, Jamie, Daisy, Jasmine, and Rachel. Happy birthday! Woo!